Well, this is the end. This is the end of Battle for Neighborville. Now, some of you may try and call this video clickbait, and I wish this video was clickbait. I wish the title was clickbait and the thumbnail was clickbait, but it is not. EA has officially announced that after September, there will no longer be any game development on Battle for Neighborville. Essentially, Battle for Neighborville has been abandoned. So today, we're going to take a direct look at the post from EA that talks about the game's future to help you guys understand what exactly is happening here. Because to new and veteran players alike, this is a shock. After that, I want to quickly touch on why I think that Battle for Neighborville was canceled, and what this means for PvZ YouTubers like me, and what the implications could be for the entire Plants vs. Zombies franchise, because if we're not careful, I think that the entire Plants vs. Zombies universe could be on the edge of extinction. So without further ado, prepare for a sadder video. Let's just skip the intro and jump into the details. Okay, so let's talk about this post. Now, this is a post on the official EA.com. I will put a link to it in the description. They tend to do this with most of the festivals. They release a little blurb talking about what the festival is and what's brand new, and it's pretty good. It's a pretty good way of getting the new information. But nobody expected this to actually be a death sentence for Battle for Neighborville. Let me explain. Or better yet, let's just read through this together. PvZ BFN's Fall Festival is here with fresh rewards, so leave you smiling. I don't think we'll be smiling after we're finished reading this. So it starts off talking about the Fall Festival. Oh, summer's nearing the end. Grab your sweater, prize map, blah blah blah. A little further down, telling you to use your prize bulbs, so go ahead and purchase prize bulbs before we kill the game. That's pretty cool. Hey, at least Chomper's back. Woohoo. Also, Ranked Battle Arena will now become Unranked Battle Arena because Ranked Battle Arena had some problems. That's actually good. I'm glad to see that. Although you still can't get a game on PC. Still can't get a Battle Arena game on PC for most people. Towards the end of the month, we're introducing Wildflower and TV Head Zombie. Yes, see, we're adding new content in this month. See, look at how happy they are. Look how happy these characters are. Joy on their faces. And then this is where they sneak it in. As the leaves start to change, September's Fall Festival will be our last festival, and our final game and gameplay update will be at the end of the month. To repeat, this month's festival will be the last festival. And the update at the end of this month will be the final game and gameplay update ever. So what does this mean exactly? The festival specifically, it goes on to say, each month they'll be bringing back the previous festivals with the same prize maps as before. So every festival you weren't able to complete, now you can pick it back up and complete it again and get all the stuff. So they're playing this off like it's a good thing that they're repeating the festivals. Basically, they're just gonna reinstate each one all over again from the beginning with the same rewards. If you completed the prize map for the month, you'll have nothing to do. There will be no brand new festivals. And then it just goes on to say, and they pretend that this is a good thing. Oh, now you can get the October Doom costume or the Pea Shooter costume, and yay, this is good. You can play private play, and you can play the free roam regions. Woohoo! But this is bad. I want to go back up to this line, because this is the line. This is the killer line. This is the line that has killed the game. It's dead now. Or, technically, it's dead at the end of the month. September's Fall Festival will be our last festival, and our final game and gameplay update will be at the end of the month. This means that not only will there be no more festivals, but there will be no new cosmetic items. There will be no new prize map. There will be no new items in the Rewardotron that I know many of you have emptied out. There will be no Ops Wave 3. I know many of you wanted Ops Wave 3. Too bad it's not happening. There will be no more bug fixes. At least that's what I can understand. Game and gameplay updates. Gameplay updates. This means that whatever happens at the end of September, my guess is that that is final. TV Head and Wildflower could release broken. And if they don't fix it by the end of September, well, we may be out of luck. That one I'm not so certain on with the bugs, but you never know. And, of course, you guys remember how everyone was so excited about a certain iceberg lettuce, which had been in the game files, had been slowly being developed. We knew so much about it. People had actually been able to put it into the game and make it fully playable. The full character model was done. The upgrades, I think, were done. It was pretty much a complete character. You will never see iceberg lettuce. You will never see any of those characters that they intended to add into the game in the second year. And we know that they wanted to add more content because it was there. Iceberg lettuce. There was evidence of a Super Bean character, I believe. This is just all the rumors I've heard. There were also evidence of many more legendary upgrades. All of which you will never see. I will never see. Now, the first thing I wondered after reading this was, why did they give up on the game? Officially, at least. I have my own theories, but I wondered if there was a real explanation, and the explanation is there is no explanation. And from my understanding, according to the official PvZ Discord, the PopCap developers are legally obligated not to talk about it. They're chained to secrecy by EA and can't discuss what's going on in the background, which isn't very surprising or unusual. If I had to guess why they pulled the plug on Battle for Neighborville, I personally would say that it's because of money. I mean, we're dealing with EA here, notorious for loot box and microtransaction scandals. Why do you think some of the only consistent content was in Rux's shop? My genuine guess is that the overall small player base, multitude of game issues, and general negative attitude towards Battle for Neighborville from so many community members made the game unprofitable, which is why, no matter how bad the developers wanted to add iceberg lettuce in October, it doesn't matter. The game is over. Work on something else. So now what about me? I'm not going to talk about myself long, but I've had this channel for almost exactly 1 year because I built this channel off of Battle for Neighborville. So what do I do now if there's no fresh content added to the game and there's no more support for it, really? If there's no new maps to cover or no new farming strategies to unlock or find, then what do I do? Well, I can always go back to Garden Warfare 2, I guess. I could start fresh on a brand new PC account and do some gameplay videos for you. It's been a long time, but it could be possible. I also do plan on continuing my Minecraft Mondays and my Fall Guys Fridays series, so please go and support those because they don't get a whole lot of views right now, but I'm really going to need some of those things to survive. But I guess overall, I mean, what do you guys want? So drop a comment below and let me know what type of content you would be interested in, assuming Battle for Neighborville really loses all of its players. And finally, what does the cancellation of Battle for Neighborville mean for the rest of the Plants vs. Zombies franchise? Well, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think we'll ever see a Plants vs. Zombies shooter ever again. And there are rumors that the Plants vs. Zombies shooters have died with Battle for Neighborville. This means no Garden Warfare 3, just complete end to this type of game. And I really don't want to believe this, but I understand it, because why would EA allow for another shooter to be released if the last one absolutely failed? And yes, abandonment after 1 year before the next game in the franchise is even near release or consideration I would consider that a failure. Most companies will at least continue the game updates to some extent until the next game comes out. But they didn't even wait until Plants vs. Zombies 3 on mobile released. And all those people who hated on Battle for Neighborville over and over just because it was different, just because it wasn't Garden Warfare 3, may never get to see Garden Warfare 3 because of this cancellation right here. With that being said, Plants vs. Zombies 3 is still supposed to release eventually on mobile, and I honestly believe this could be the last chance for the franchise. If PvZ3 bombs, then EA looks at this and says, well, the shooter genre and the mobile games are dead, let's just scratch another franchise off the list and move on. Do you want that? Do you want Plants vs. Zombies to end forever? Then please do me a favor and be optimistic about Plants vs. Zombies 3. Let's try to avoid the preconceived hate and welcome any future games with open arms. If we show EA that we do actually care about this franchise, then maybe, just maybe, this will not be the death of Plants vs. Zombies. Thank you very much. See you next time. Game on, gamers.